Senate Republican leaders feeling bullish about cutting a deal on President Trump's big, beautiful budget bill. His agenda, of course, when lawmakers return from the Easter recess. For more on this, we want to bring in New Jersey GOP Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Always a pleasure to have you with us. You're a straight shooter, which is why I love chatting with you. How do we stand at this hour? And is our optimism, I think, as Americans, misplaced?
I don't think it's misplaced, and I think it's good. There were those that said we wouldn't get the resolution done this past week, and obviously we did. Really, just briefly, clearly, the resolution is a guidepost. It is a plan. It is an idea of how we get to where we want to be. Now we get to the reconciliation and negotiations, the actual budget itself. And here's what we can do, and here's what we won't do. We can save money. There has been so much unbelievable waste, and you've heard some of the stories. You've heard about transgender monkeys and transgender opera and paying for sex changes. I don't want to go through it all. You know all the stuff, benefits being given to illegals, and much more. We aren't, though. We are not going to hurt Medicaid. We're not going to hurt Social Security, and we are not going to hurt Medicare. And the reason I mention that, because I want the people to know who are watching your show right now, that is not our goal, regardless of how many times the left and the Democrats say that. They say that this resolution, which didn't even mention the word Medicaid, this resolution cut Medicaid. No, it did not. Now, with things like Medicaid, do we want to make sure that our recipients that really are deserving, the disabled, the seniors, hospitals, people who are working poor, they're all good people. And many of them, quite frankly, are Republicans and were part of the Trump team. Those folks we do not want to hurt, and we're not going to hurt. But if you're able-bodied and healthy and just refuse to work, no, there are going to be work requirements. If you're not eligible and you shouldn't be getting it, no, you're not going to get it. But for all the vast majority of people, everything's going to be fine, but we're going to waste less.
I think you nailed it right there at the end. You want to waste less. And the fact is, there's a strong sentiment in this country that if you're not here legally, there should be no way that an American taxpayer should be helping to fund your lifestyle. That's just a non-starter for millions of Americans. And so taking a closer look at the books, making sure that the people who are getting paid should be paid, I would think would be an obvious yes for most Americans. From your great state, though, I want to share a bit of sound. This is Alina Habba. You know her. She's terrific, very smart.
Sure.
She talks at great length about the need to follow the rule of law. And in New Jersey, there have been some rumors, some substantiated, that there are leaders there who are really trying to skirt immigration law. Listen to what she has to say about that. Get your reaction afterwards.
And if anybody wants to use politics or their position to go and violate any federal law or any executive order in this state, and that includes sanctuary cities, and I'm looking at you, Paterson, New Jersey, I will be investigating you. And if you did commit a crime, if you ordered obstruction, if you are ordering concealment and harboring, you will be charged.
There are a few people, we used to say you don't want Mike Wallace to show up on your doorstep. I'm not so sure you want to see Alina Habba knocking on your door, because she is tough as nails, and she's making an important point, not just for the Garden State, but I think broadly, and that is you can't, as leaders, in effect, try to skirt the law or circumvent the law or break the law by not cooperating with ICE and other officials.
You're exactly right. She's exactly right. She's doing the real thing. It's good to have a really sharp, focused, smart, active U.S. attorney that believes in the rule of law. What are they doing? I mean, I want everybody, again, to understand this. There are individuals without doubt that should be deported from this country. They're anti-American. They may be terrorists. Some of them may be criminals. And there are some of them that are all those things. And not only do we have areas like certain cities in New Jersey, but, the governor doesn't want to admit it. New Jersey, he declared it so a number of years ago, is a sanctuary state. So in some cases, they get benefits. And you know what? in times when we're worried about where our dollars do go, our tax dollars, there are folks that shouldn't be getting benefits, shouldn't be getting money that are, and some people that probably like veterans and others and seniors that should be helped more that are not. And it's because of these people sucking up all our resources. It's wrong. They're not obeying the law. They're doing the wrong thing. But the worst of it is, only thing worse than the people who are here illegally who are doing this are the people who defend that and are in leadership roles and are there to defend the law, stand up for the law in their job as an executive, like the governor and a mayor. Same thing in Newark, New Jersey, Paterson, New Jersey. I know these towns well. It's shameful, and it embarrasses me for New Jersey, and she doesn't embarrass me. She's doing the right thing.
Well,
She's good.
Yeah, they better get in line, or there could be real problems moving forward. The always great straight shooter, Jeff Van Drew. Thank you, Congressman. Appreciate your time
Always
today.
good to be with you. Thank you so much.
Have a good weekend. Appreciate it.
You too.